There we are, and we're live
Yeah.
with another edition of the Trivia Triathlon. This is number 2 because I didn't stop the first one this time. Um, we have 4 brand new competitors, but familiar faces. If you've been around the channel, we'll go ahead and introduce first, and then I'll get into how the show works. Up first, you see him all the time because he's the co-host, Austin Howell. Austin, how's it
Hey,
going?
what's up, Jacob? Long time no see. I was on vacation. Glad to see you back. I like the idea of this, and happy Scary Movie Month, everybody. We should say you coaxed me in because you said it was a horror movie edition. So let's do it. Yeah.
Yes, a horror Halloween edition of the triathlon. Tis the season. Also, you usually get spooked out by Chris's camera because we never know when it's gonna flicker, what the lights are gonna do. But we don't have that problem anymore. He is coming in clear as crystal. Chris, how's it going?
Going good. Have you a good Monday? Top loved earlier, but excellent. Here to have fun. As always.
All right.
Awesome. Forgive me. I ate some fettuccine with broccoli, and I think a piece of it stuck in my tooth.
The worst.
Speaking of stuck in my tooth, Richie, how's it going?
always stuck in your tooth, so can't get out of it. Good to be here. Like this idea. It would be the biggest troll job on Austin if you were like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a Halloween episode.
And then it's like all musicals.
and then you're like,
it's like all Halloween Disney movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Sweeney Todd.
Halloween Town 2.
Zombies 2, Zombies 3.
The wrapped up movie, whatever it's called, the mummy one. Yeah.
Under Wraps.
Under Wraps. Yeah, all that shit.
Under Wraps the remake.
Mm-hmm.
and I gotta give credit to Chris because not only is your picture better, but I can hear you very well. So there you go.
Yeah, good job. We can see his whiteboard and hear him tonight. That'll be great.
Yes.
All right. Excellent.
And last but certainly not least, I think I also coaxed him in because he saw the word horror / Halloween. Steve Mesa, how's it going?
I'm doing very well, and you are correct. You had coaxed me into the horror being the key word, since that's a little bit my favorite genre. So I'm looking forward to this, and let's let the massacre begin.
Mm-hmm. We're all gonna be running this triathlon. I'm gonna trip as many people as possible. Make sure you trip in the woods. I'm gonna kill it, get you.
Yeah.
And Richie, you'll be like the guy in the wheelchair in Texas Chainsaw. So sorry.
Wait, would you rather him be the one in Texas Chainsaw or Friday the 13th Part 2?
Oh, those are both gruesome.
Ooh.
I know. Would you rather get carved up by a chainsaw or hit with a machete and then fall down the stairs? I don't know. Which would you rather think, Richie?
What a Sophie's choice.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Fall downstairs, one. There you go.
Yeah, guys in wheelchairs don't fare very well in horror movies. That's kind of cruel if you think about it. It's really cool.
Just let one of them survive once.
Yeah. One of them may make it out. Anyway, sorry, Jacob. Sorry to delay. Get the games to begin. I'm sorry.
Speaking of survive, 4 go in, but only 1 will survive and be the winner tonight after 3 rounds of various trivia. Round 1 is going to be just general movie trivia. I have 15 questions, all around horror / Halloween time movies. So write your answer. Get it right, get a point. Get it wrong. Sorry, try again. Round 2 will be a higher or lower. I will give you a movie. I will give you a Rotten Tomatoes score, and you just simply tell me, is it higher or lower for a point? And for a second point, you can try to guess the percentage.
Ooh,
so
right on the nose, Price is Right style. I get $100.
Yes.
All right.
Not $100.
Oh,
I should have waited until I agreed. That is round 2. There will be 10 questions. I modified that a little bit from the first ones, from 15 down to 10. And then round 3 will be a movie synopsis, and I get all my movie synopsis from HBO Max. I just simply copy what they say. So I'm thinking about just calling it the HBO Max movie synopsis round.
Okay.
But until they sponsor us, they don't get that much credit.
I may not want to.
And who knows how long they'll be around, right?
Yeah, right.
But if you guys, you guys have all played movie trivia before, so round one should go fairly smooth. We'll just go ahead and kick it off with the first question. And
Are you still doing the point system for the end of the round? Like whoever wins the round.
Oh yeah, sorry. Thanks for reminding me.
There you go.
That's why you're such a good co-host.
That's why I'm a good co-host. I remind you of this, even when I'm not actually co-hosting.
So the way the rounds will work is first place will get 4 points, third place 3, or second place 3, third place 2, fourth place 1. At the end of all 3 rounds, we will add up the scores, and whoever has the most points after those 3 rounds will win. If there's a tie, we will go into a tiebreaker.
It's like Mario Kart.
Yeah. So the Trivia Grand Prix, only it's a 3-round so triathlon. And I like the double T. It's just nice.
Yes.
It flows.
Are you all ready for the first question?
Yes.
Your first question, it's the Halloween season, so why not ask about the first Leprechaun film was released in what year? Because when I think Halloween, I think leprechauns. Oh, and 15 seconds each. I'll give you guys a 5 count.
All right.
3 repeats. Or if I'm feeling generous, just say, "Hey, can I have some more time?" And I'm gonna be like, "Yeah," or "Nah, you've had enough." 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and Austin, we will go to you first.
1992.
Chris.
I had 1989.
Richie.
93.
And Steve.
81.
It's 1993.
Ooh.
Good job, Richie.
So Richie with the pull.
I thought Austin had that. I'm like, damn it.
Damn, I was pretty confident. I might have to fact check that later.
Hold on. I've got it right here.
Oh boy.
Let me. Of course, it's not going to say on the big
Of course.
multi-pack.
You never judge.
Is that a challenge, Austin, that I hear?
I don't know. I seem to recall 1992, but that's okay. I'll let it go.
I looked up on no. It's a fair.
Okay.
Keep me honest.
That's all right. Nah, that's fine. Go ahead. I'll look it up later. I don't want to use my phone. That's cheating. Keep my hands off the phone.
Nope. I have the release date of January 8th, 1993. So maybe.
It's that like January bullshit. Oh, come on. It's that first week of January garbage. All right. Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
So we were talking about this before the show, but not this specifically, which is very nice. Who first appears in Halloween 4 as Jamie Lloyd and returns in Rob Zombie's Halloween as Annie Brackett?
Oh my god.
This is a trivia question I knew off the top of my head. I didn't even have to look this one up.
Ditto.
Yeah. I was just watching Rob Zombie's Halloween for Battle.
5, 4.
Can I get a repeat? Repeat.
Yeah, I repeat. Who first appears in Halloween 4 as Jamie Lloyd and returns in Rob Zombie's Halloween as Annie Brackett?
So I'm just gonna mark a point for me and Austin at this point because
I'm pretty sure nobody else is gonna get it.
Yep.
I should keep my
tally. I love the confidence. I love the confidence.
I don't have a point because of Leprechaun. Stupid 1 week in January. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know to have a guess.
5, 4,
No, I can't remember
3, 2, 1.
I love it.
Hands down. Chris, you'll go to you first.
I don't know. It's ahead of me. I don't watch a lot of bad Halloween movies.
She's in Valentine.
I didn't have it.
Austin Street too.
Yeah.
Steve.
Danielle Harris.
Austin.
Yes.
Danielle Harris.
I literally had D written down because I knew
Danielle Harris is correct.
It's all about the D.
The D. Yeah.
I'd say family friendly, but we know that's not true. Question number 3.
We met Danielle.
Stretch, Stinky, and Fatso are all characters from what family Halloween film
Thank
released in
you.
1995.
Finally on the board.
And
Did anybody remember the Pizza Hut toys about these characters?
yeah, I think
Maybe I seem to recall something like that.
They're like
It sounds about right.
They're like puppets.
Yeah,
3,
Move them around.
2,
sounds about right.
1.
That checks out for 1995.
And Richie,
Casper.
Steve,
Casper.
Austin,
Casper.
and Chris.
Casper, the friendly ghost.
Mhm.
Casper.
Casper is correct.
Correct.
Question number 4. When Carrie takes the stage after her election as prom queen, she has blood dropped on her from what animal?
Oh,
This might be a first time watch for me this Halloween season. I've never seen
Didn't
Carrie.
seen it yet?
You never
Good.
seen Carrie before?
Good, bro.
I don't watch
I only
movies.
saw
I
it
just
last
talk
year.
about them.
Excellent. It's an excellent movie.
Brian
what I
De
hear.
Palma, son. He knows what he's doing.
4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Steve, we will go to you first.
Pig.
Ah,
And Austin,
Pig blood.
Chris,
Pig.
no.
and Richie.
I'm the odd one out. I said rabbit. I guess.
Oh,
Correct answer is pig. Moving into question number 5. What is the actual name of Chucky in Child's Play? Looking for the full name.
Oh my god.
Austin, you're psyched for Chucky season 2 Wednesday?
I haven't seen Chucky season 1 yet. I need to
Bro,
get into that.
kidding
Yeah,
me?
I know. I don't have cable, and like I gotta stream it somewhere.
Sacrilege.
I know. This
Well,
question was a question in the bar trivia when I first moved to Asheville. I was the only one in the bar to get it.
You should. They should have it on Prime streaming. So
No. I'm sure it is. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Dude,
These-
I will.
it's so freaking worth it, bro.
I've heard it's good. Yeah.
The first Child's Play movie was free on YouTube for the longest time. I watched the Dead Meat Kill Count and I was like, oh, I'll finally get around to watching it. And then, like, now it's not there. It's so stupid. 5, 4,
It's on Peacock
3,
now, I think.
2. The second one is not the first one. Like, they have everyone but the first one.
Weird.
But yeah, if you're a fan of the Dead Meat Kill Counts, he's been redoing the Chucky series.
Yes.
Because he did them before, but
Oh, by the way, for the last one that he did, there's a great Kenny Omega joke in there.
Oh, okay.
yeah, because James A. Janice is a big wrestling fan too.
Very.
Austin, we'll go to you first.
Charles Lee Ray.
Chris,
Nope, didn't have it. Had only one name in my head, but not
Richie.
I had a joke answer because no, Brad Dorff.
He is the voice. And Steve.
I believe he's known also as the Lakeshore Strangler, Charles Lee Ray.
Yes.
Yes, but no bonus points are being given out. Sorry.
I tried.
I believe we're on to question number 6.
Yes, we are.
Sally Hardesty, Chop Top, and Drayton Sawyer are characters from what horror franchise? I don't know why I specified horror franchise when this is all horror / Halloween, but I did.
That's okay.
I also don't know why franchise is capitalized, but I'm not going to fix it. I don't care that much.
Is it really bothering you that much for you to want to try to do that?
Oh, I got you.
It's bothering me enough to notice it, but it's not bothering me enough to want to change it.
Just look, my eyes are up here. So just
5,
I was just getting
4,
some bonus points for this
3,
one.
2,
We'll see.
1. Chris.
Did you catch it? Chainsaw Massacre?
Richie.
I don't know. I just scribbled down Hotel Transylvania. I don't know.
Steve.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
And Austin.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Sally specifically in part 1 and 4. Chop Top in 2, and Drayton Sawyer's in 1, 2, and 3D.
I'll just take your word for it. Yes, Texas Chainsaw is the correct answer. Question number 7, I believe, and we're going into Austin and Steve are at a tie for first with 5 points.
I think he's got one more than me, doesn't he? Or no, that's right. He
No.
missed that Leprechaun question.
Yep.
Richie got the
Yep.
Leprechaun. I thought Steve got the Leprechaun. I forgot about that. Richie got
No,
that.
you guys have
All right.
been
We're neck
perfect
and
since
neck.
then.
Me and Mesa always seem to go neck and neck till like the very end. Yeah, we'll see. All right.
Next question. In 1991's The Addams Family, the movie opens up with Gomez Addams marking what anniversary of his brother Fester's disappearance after a fight they had years prior. So I'm just looking for a
Jeez.
number. This is a staple in October for me.
I prefer the sequel.
And which isn't a staple for me in during the Halloween season. I like to watch that one in the summer.
Addams Family Values is a Thanksgiving movie, son.
Yeah.
Well, aren't they at a summer camp?
Yeah, they do a Thanksgiving play. That's why it's
Which is so weird. Like, let's
I know,
do a
right?
Thanksgiving play at the summer camp.
yeah, right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Richie.
I just said 30th. Actually.
Ooh, Steve.
I said 20.
Ooh, Austin.
I said 10, just a guess.
Chris.
I said 10 and Bell.
Richie, Steve meet in the middle with
Ooh.
25. Not some good guesses though.
I don't love that movie, to be honest. But, all right.
That was the first miss in a while for
Yeah.
Steve and Austin.
I haven't watched that movie that much.
In slasher remake My Bloody Valentine 3D, who played Tom Hanniger, the heir to the small town mine that is called back to the town after his father's passing? Valentine, Leprechauns, they all have to do with Halloween also, right?
Mm-hmm. I saw this movie in 3D in the theaters.
And
I don't think I watched the 3D. I just watched it at home. So,
Oh my god.
excuse me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I believe we're at Steve.
Jensen Ackles.
Austin.
I got the other guy, Jared Padalecki.
Oh, Chris.
I never ever wanted to but it for Supernatural and I blank.
Yeah.
Richie.
Jameson Ackles.
All right, Richie tying it up with Steve, or with Chris, and Steve taking the lead.
Mm.
I would like
Correct
I would
answer
say
is
like
Jensen.
They were both in a lot of horror movies around that time, to be
I
fair.
would say like Soldier Boy and I couldn't
Yeah.
remember
Yeah,
that.
Was this the same year as the Friday the 13th? I can't remember.
Jameson Ackles was in the remake of My Bloody Valentine, and then Jared Padalecki was in the remake of Friday.
Yeah, and he was also in the Texas Chainsaw remake. God damn it. I just got
Oh.
He was
confused.
also in House of Wax remake.
Yeah, he's in a lot
I
of
would
horror
like-
movies around that
I
time.
would
I was
like
like,
it's
shit,
Soldier Boy, but I couldn't remember the actor name.
fuck me. All right, anyways. All right.
Leonardo DiCaprio's film debut was in what 90s horror comedy sequel?
What question number is this again?
I believe this is 9.
Thank you.
Every actor started in a horror movie. Prove me wrong.
Finally, over the weekend, watched Catch Me If You Can for the first time. Very
Good
solid movie. Really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
5, 4.
Repeat.
No, just read it. Leonardo DiCaprio's film debut was in what 90s horror comedy sequel?
Should have said Blue Chew for an extension.
Yeah.
I had to
Hey,
make sure.
Can I say I appreciate Jacob writing them out and putting them on the screen? I like that. Thank you.
I do. Me too.
I like it. I like it.
I like seeing words.
Yeah, seeing words is good. It
Yes.
helps.
I had to make sure that the because I own the box set of these movies, and I had to make sure it wasn't seen on screen. 5, 4,
Leaning over the
3.
shelf.
1. Pens down. Austin, I think we're back to you.
Critters 3.
Chris.
I'm not even going to show my answer. I know it. He's right.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Richie.
Critters 3.
And
You know what?
Steve.
I messed up because I didn't put the number. I thought you meant what was the sequel to franchise, so I just put Critters. So
Oh,
on that one.
I am. Yeah, it was Critters 3.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's me not hearing the question.
Mm.
Well, thanks for being honest, and maybe
Richie, your handwriting's as good as John Roca.
did that say Jane Fonda?
Jane Fonda.
Jane Fonda is, yeah.
Jane Fonda.
Speaking of Jane Fonda, no, that's not.
Yeah, no.
That's not a segue at all.
Yeah, right.
The Exorcist received how many
Ooh.
Academy Award nominations?
Ooh, can I read my Blu-ray back real quick and I'll get back to you? No? Okay. All right. It's right over here. I'm just kidding.
I mean, the only rule they've ever said was hands on screen, right?
Yeah. I know. They didn't say I could just look at the box right next to me, but read the box.
I'll do that all the time. Like, I'll if I own a movie that's being asked about, I'll look over just to
Oh yeah.
hope that the answer comes to me.
I don't want to be
9 times out of
accused,
10 it
I don't want to be accused of cheating by going like this. So I'm not doing that. I'm trying to look at the screen and keep my hands on the board.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Chris, we're going to go to you first.
5.
Richie.
I put 8.
Steve.
I also put 5.
And Austin.
I also put 5.
I mean, maybe my research was wrong, but 10.
Whoa.
Okay.
Holy guacamole.
Yeah.
All right.
It's got to be the most for a horror movie ever. That Silence of the Lambs got to be close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. Hot damn, son. Color me surprised.
Yeah, you're probably right because we're counting like Best Picture, Best Director, Best
Yeah,
Funny
I'm sure. I'm sure the other ones are technical. So yeah,
I believe you. Yeah, musical score and all that kind of stuff. Sure. Yeah, I believe you.
I believe you.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah, it Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actor, Screenplay. Yeah, it won Best Screenplay.
Good. Fair.
It's the one song. It was nominated for Best Picture, which is hard to do for horror movies. So fair enough, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it won 2, but one of them isn't showing up. Maybe it's
Did it win for score?
Oh, it's Best Sound.
Fair.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but like
Really good.
I can see that.
the chart on Wikipedia does not have Best Sound written, but it has the nominees and the fact that it won.
Cool.
Nice.
Good question though. I like
Good
it.
question.
And funny enough, I didn't plan it to be question 10 with the answer 10. It just happened that way.
10 with Sean Spears.
Sean Spears.
10.
Gavin Spears.
How many films are in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise?
This one could get technical. Let's see.
Yeah, no. Do we want to?
Yes, it includes that movie.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. That movie.
Five, 4,
Extension, please.
3. You got it. How many films are in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise?
Okay.
Which is also on my shelf.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me just look at my box set real quick. Extension, no, I'm kidding. I know this one anyways. Come on.
2 and 1. I believe pens down. I believe we're at Richie.
9.
Steve.
I also put 9.
Austin.
9.
And Chris.
I put 7.
Correct answer is 9. Spoiler alert, the answer to the next question is not 8. Because I'm looking for a name. I'm looking for the name of who plays the Headless Horseman in Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow.
Ooh.
Thank you. Finally.
If you know me, you know I had to get at least one Tim Burton question in the first round.
Hmm.
I don't know.
God, I haven't seen this movie in forever.
I love this movie.
I need to
Yeah,
rewatch
this
it.
movie is really solid. This might
I
be
figured-
my.
I should have known Jacob was going to ask a Tim Burton question.
I had to get at least one.
Damn.
At least one.
Should have looked that up. Damn. You're welcome for the lead now, Mesa, because I'm probably wrong.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's see. Is he going to take that lead? Steve, we're going to go to you first.
He wasn't looking for his watch. He was looking for his head. Christopher
Oh,
Walken.
that was the other answer I was going to put, if not this one.
Who'd
Son of
you
a
put?
bitch. Alan Rickman.
Oh, that's not a bad guess.
It was either Rickman or Walken. I was deciding between the two. God damn it.
Hi, I'm Christopher Walken. The last Christopher Walken.
Shit.
And Richie.
Well, I'll put Gary Oldman because I was
Damn
like,
it. Damn it.
Also, not a terrible guess. I mean, but it is Christopher Walken,
Son of
The watch.
who was also in Catch Me If You Can, that I watched over the weekend.
a son of a. Damn it. It could cost me the match right there.
Yeah.
So anybody
Got
see him,
3 more questions.
We'll see what happens.
3 more. We'll just do a score check. Steve is at 8. Austin right behind at 7.
Son of a bitch.
Richie's at 5, but Chris is right behind him at 4. So we got a battle for first and a battle for third going on for round 1. Your next question. Who directed the 1992 horror comedy Dead Alive?
Awesome movie.
Fun movie.
I'll take your guys' word for it.
Also known as Brain Dead.
Uh-huh.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Austin, we will start back with you.
Peter Jackson.
Chris.
I bet maybe I bet between the two.
Richie.
Peter Jackson.
And Steve.
For a second there, I thought we were gonna have to revoke your card there, Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
Yes, the correct answer is Peter Jackson. All right, man. Your penultimate question. I've always wanted to say that. Never said it. Finally saying it.
There you go.
McG directed what 2017 Netflix horror film?
I'm sure he's a nice guy, but Mick G can't direct good movies, except for a couple.
He's got a mixed track record at best.
Actually, I love how you say nice things about people before you tear them down.
Yeah, I get it from Brian Alvarez. He always says that. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but I'm gonna criticize.
I'm sure he's a nice gentleman. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but god damn it.
5,
I'll defend Terminator
4.
Salvation, though. I like that movie.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Chris, we will go to you first.
I said a babysitter. I don't know.
Richie.
I'll say the Babysitter.
Steve.
You're right, Chris. It is the Babysitter.
And Austin.
The Babysitter.
Clean sweep for the Babysitter. Would make if these and the Babysitters Club were connected, that would make for a really interesting movie.
Or Adventures in Babysitting.
Yeah. Or The Sitter.
Or Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter.
Or Boss Baby.
The Boss Baby.
Sorry, Chris.
The Boss Baby.
Final question.
Boss Babysitter.
Yeah.
Who directed 2009's Coraline?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh, god damn it!
Another staple in my October viewing. I love this movie.
It
It was in my top 128 that we did. Didn't make it very far because people don't share the love for it that I do, but that's okay.
God, I don't know.
Why am I blank?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Attention.
Oh.
I saw it coming. I saw it coming.
Oh my god, I blanking. What is it?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Richie, we will go to you first.
Yeah, I'm going to kick myself and I don't find the answer, but I said Henry Selick. I don't know.
Steve,
I put Henry Selick.
Austin,
I wrote, good job, Mesa.
and Chris.
I had Peter Sellers. I had forgot this.
Yes, Tim Burton Light, Henry Selick.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, it is. Okay, cool. That was a guess.
Yeah,
That was
it
a
is.
total guess.
It is Henry Selick. So after that, pretty close. Pretty close first round. Steve will take round 1 and get the 4 points. He had a total of 11. Austin right behind, not too far behind with 9, so he will get 3 points. Richie with 8. So more than 50%. Good job. You will get the, yeah, you will get the 2, and then Chris will get the 1. But if you watched the first Trivia Triathlon, you will know that we had a competitor coming second and didn't do too well in the final rounds. So it's still anyone's game despite your score now.
Literally anybody's game. Like it can flip flop. I could be dead last by the time this comes out.
Mm-hmm.
It was just to tell you how up in the air these rounds can be. Jake Tato took second in both of these rounds last time. So
yeah,
if Tato can do it,
yeah,
I believe in all 4 of you. Love you, Tato.
All right, let's do it.
Round 2, the higher or lower Rotten Tomatoes round. Remember, there are 2 points up for grabs. 1 point if you correctly identify if the score is higher or lower. And then a 2nd point if you can give me the correct score. And so I didn't say this last time, but I'll say it this time. I'm not going to say higher or lower than 70, and the movie's going to be like a 94. So don't think that they're all going to be within single digits. So just keep that in mind.
Okay, within single digits. Got it.
Yeah. So your first movie, Halloween 1978, because I have to say that now, higher or lower than 94%? Very much looking forward to Halloween Ends. I will be watching that the night it comes out, because I have to work during the day.
But back in Jacksonville for a wrestling show. I'm going to see it with Dag and Briggs, Mesa. We're going to go see it together. Yeah.
Hey, Dag and Briggs got a good match coming up in 2 weeks, I believe, with Beastly. So
that's what I'm going to ref. I'll be there on there reffing it.
Nice. Say hi to me.
I'm making my return to USWA that night. I'll be making the trip.
Each one of us is making that trip.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And since we are starting a new round, we will go back to the top with Austin.
Higher 95%.
Chris.
I said lower 88%.
Richie.
I said higher 96%.
And Steve.
Higher than 95%.
One of you is spot on, and it's Richie. It is higher, but it is 96%.
Good job, Richie.
Good job, dude.
All right. And we mentioned that this movie's predecessor earlier. We're going to talk about the sequel now. Addams Family Values. Higher or lower than 78%? I mentioned I don't watch it during the Halloween season, and yet here we are talking about it. Consistency is key, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Chris, we will go to you first.
I said lower 68%.
Richie,
I said lower 72%.
Steve,
Said lower 77%.
and Austin.
I said lower 74.
One of you nailed it again. And this time it's Austin. It is lower at 74%.
Nice.
9.
Speaking of Henry Selick from the first round, we got The Nightmare Before Christmas, higher or lower than 93%. This is, of course, Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, directed by Henry Selick. Although we did include it in our Tim Burton tier list that we did a couple weeks ago.
Because it's not a Tim Burton directed movie.
It's not, but it sounded much better to rank 20 movies and do a list of 20 than it did to do a list of 19. Like
Fair enough.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and Richie, we'll go to you first.
I said lower 90%.
Steve,
I said lower 87.
Austin,
I went the same as Richie, lower 90.
and Chris.
I said lower 88.
Dirty sweep. It is higher at 95%.
Oh, I should have ripped my guts in my life.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right, your next movie, The Vivitch, higher or lower than 87%.
That's what it looks like on the damn cover.
It is, so that's how I wrote it.
Yeah.
I love this movie.
This movie's boring as shit.
How dare you?
Now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and Steve, we will start with you.
Put lower 83%.
Austin,
I went higher 91.
Chris,
I think they were real low, but I could think higher 92.
and Richie.
What higher 90?
Richie with his second spot on, higher 90%.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Nice.
A lot of you guys are all within the range though, which is good.
This is like Card Sharks. I like it.
I love
Higher
that
or lower
game,
than
though.
7?
Oh, not the sevens. I don't like the sevens.
Jacob, one quick aside. What was the initial higher or lower for Nightmare Before Christmas?
93%.
Thank you.
Should be much higher.
Your next one, Evil Dead 2, higher or lower than 97%. This is a very fun trilogy.
Depending on the date, they're either my favorite Evil Dead movie or my second favorite Evil Dead movie.
Favorite all the way.
Between that Army of Darkness.
Remember?
This is definitely one of those movies in like best sequels.
That Evil Dead 2 wasn't included on one of the rankums. So pissed.
It's because
Yeah.
Jordan Anderson's not a fan. So
3,
yeah.
2, 1. Hands down, and I believe we're back to Austin.
Lower 93.
Chris.
Me and Austin were thinking the same thing. Lower 93.
Richie.
We're all thinking the same thing, lower 93.
And Steve.
I put lower 96.
You guys are all correct. It is lower, but it is at a 95%.
Oh.
Ooh, ever between 93 and 95.
Do you happen to have a score update? I know it's a rough keeping score.
Oh, yes. No. Yeah. So Richie has a slight lead at 6 over Austin's 5.
Okay.
Chris is at 3 and Steve is at 2.
Ooh, I
Moving
had myself
in.
on 3. Okay. I might have screwed myself. I gave myself an extra point there. Okay.
All right, you're next. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Higher or lower than 50%? All right. I appreciated that they tried to do something different with the franchise, but
They just called it Season of the Witch. This movie would have been way more beloved at the time.
yeah.
Because they wanted to do like an anthology thing with it. So I appreciate what they're trying to do.
And funny enough, despite the Rotten Tomato score, this is one of my favorites in the series.
It's a good movie.
That's fair.
5,
Great score.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and Chris.
What's the highest? 56.
Richie.
It's higher, 56.
Steve.
I said higher 51.
And Austin.
I'll be the loner. Say lower 47.
Nice.
Oh, I got it.
Lower 47.
You have to understand, critics didn't like that movie at the time, bros.
Pulling it into the lead. We'll move into another one that's probably considered a cult classic of the Halloween season. It's got its fans. Sequel just came out. Hocus Pocus. Higher or lower than 35%?
Wow. But so it mustn't be like that big anyway. I thought it would be higher than bigger number. Anyway.
This movie is not good at all.
This movie is fantastic.
I haven't watched the sequel yet.
The sequel does a good job. It's watchable. It's good. I liked it. I gave it a solid 3.5 out of 5 for me, according to Letterboxd.
I have better thing to do with my life than watch the sequel.
Have you seen the sequel?
Not yet.
Then you don't know that. 5, 4, 3.
Attention.
You got it. Hocus Pocus. Higher or lower than 35%?
I like this round though. This is fun, Jacob. I like this concept.
Yeah.
Fun. And I like the bonus point for the dead on. It's a good concept. It gives a little wild card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like bonus points in trivia matches.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Richie, we will go to you first.
I mean, whatever the answer is, it's shockingly low because I thought this movie was pretty beloved. But I said higher, 42.
Steve.
I said higher 40.
Austin.
I went higher 38.
I also
Chris.
said higher 40.
Well, guess what? 2 in a row for Austin. Is 38%. Either he spends all his time on Rotten Tomatoes or he is just a really good guesser.
Good job, Austin.
Right, we got 3 more movies. Your first of those 3 will be The Conjuring. Higher or lower than 88%?
Oh my god. I love this movie, but
It's been a while since I've seen it. I think I've seen it one time, and it was with a girlfriend at the time who actually started crying because she was terrified.
Did you stay together after that?
What?
Did you stay together after that?
Oh, no, this was years ago. There are many different reasons for why we're not together now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Steve, we'll go to you first.
Lower 86.
Austin.
Not far off. I went lower 87.
Swear to God.
Chris.
I also said lower 86.
And Richie.
I'm the lone wolf. I said higher, 91.
The correct answer is lower at 86%.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we've got a battle for second now with the 2 movies left. I mean, there's still got a battle for first. Austin at 10, Richie at 7, Chris at 6, and Steve at 5. And so with 4 points still up for grabs, it's still anyone's game or anyone's round. Had to do some classic horror as well. And so what movie did I pick? Of course, I picked The Birds. Higher or lower than 90%?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I only watched this the other day.
Oh, this is tricky.
This might be my choice for tonight. I haven't decided yet.
It's decent. I like it.
Trying to do one a day for all 31 days.
I like this movie.
So far, I've done Young Frankenstein and Hocus Pocus 2.
I still mad that no.
I can start a little lighter before jumping into.
I rewatched
the
Abbott and
scary
Costello Meet
stuff.
Frankenstein, like we brought up on the other night, and it's really great. You should check it out, Richie.
This is streaming anywhere?
I don't think so, but I own
Okay.
it. That's
Right.
another thing, but yeah, but it's really good.
4, 3, 2, 1. I forgot where I stopped, so I'll just go back to Austin.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot my shot and say higher 99%.
Chris,
I said higher 93%.
Richie,
I also said higher 93%.
and Steve.
I guess I'm the only one. I put lower, 87.
The correct answer is higher, 93%.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, we are
Nice.
in an interesting place. Austin is now at 11.
Yeah.
Richie
Is at
is at
9.
9.
You could time me if I get it wrong, but you nail it, Richie. So yeah.
Chris is at 8, and Steve is at 5. So
But
last,
the only way for Richie to win is if he nails it.
Yeah.
Or to tie me if he
yes,
nails
to tie if he nails it, and
So-
you don't get it right at all.
at all. And I can get it right just with a higher or lower and still win.
Right.
So, okay. All right.
And the last movie is Scream 4. Higher or lower than
Oh.
63%?
That's hard. Actually, that's a hard one, actually.
I don't think there is a bad movie in this franchise.
This is the least. This is the least good one.
Least favorite for me. Yeah. Mm.
5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, excuse me. 1. Oh, got the burps. Chris, we will go to you first.
Lower 50%.
Richie,
Said higher 67.
Steve,
I also said higher, 67.
and Austin.
I went lower 62, so let's see what happens.
The correct answer is lower, 60%.
Oh god.
With that, Austin does take the round and gets the 4 points. But Chris overtaking Richie by 1 point
Ooh, with
and
that last
getting
comeback.
second.
Nice.
Richie coming in third, getting the 2 points, and Steve will get the 1 point. So we're heading into round 3, and our total scores: Austin is at 7, Steve is at 5, and Chris and Richie are tied with 4. Richie being consistent with those third place finishes, I like that.
So
We
if
will
one of
have-
you guys, Chris or Richie, wins the round, even if I come in last place, we go to sudden death. It's interesting. Interesting.
True. As long as
Interesting.
yeah,
But Mesa could take it, and I bomb, and he wins. But we'll see. We'll see.
there's
I don't
some
know.
there's some
There's
scenarios going on.
here. Yeah, there's some scenarios. We'll see what happens. I like it. I like
So
it.
we're going into round 3, which is the movie synopsis. I will put the synopsis
All
from
right.
HBO Max on the screen. and you just have to tell me what movie it is. It's pretty
How
simple.
many questions are in this round?
10.
There are 10.
10. Got it.
There are
She goes
10.
either way.
All right.
Um,
Good game so far, guys. This is fun. Good game.
This is fun. You can do it more often. This is
Yeah.
great.
I'm trying to make this weekly. So if there's nothing on the channel on Mondays, this could be the Monday thing now.
Consider me an active participant in this.
Yeah.
Same.
Got it. Yeah. So far, we've got 8. So I mean, if we can get 4 more and then 4 more, maybe just
We got
mix
audience.
you guys
Yeah.
in. But
We got audience. My dog came in to watch.
My dog's here
well,
too.
let's see if your dogs know what movie this is. High school students race for their lives from staff members who have been taken over by aliens in this thriller. And Jordan Owens, if you are watching, I took your advice and I did not make these the ticker. So you're welcome. People say I don't listen. I listen.
My head is belly off here.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
No. Just second belly.
Jokes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just because I like to be different, we're going to go backwards this time. Steve.
The Faculty.
Richie.
The Faculty.
The
Chris.
Faculty.
And
One
Austin.
of my favorites of all time, The Faculty.
Clean sweep. The Faculty. Your next movie. Evil spirits abduct a suburban family's daughter, causing chaos and havoc. Sounds very generic, actually.
I was going to say this could be a lot of things.
Which movie did HBO Max give the synopsis to?
This might have helped that I was browsing HBO Max earlier this morning. I
Nice.
just remember what I saw on the screen. I didn't look at the synopsis for everything, but if I can remember what movies passed by on the screen. What's available right now on HBO?
Right. 5.
Hey Siri. Oh no.
4.
Read me the HBO Max horror movie. HBO
2.
Max horror movie, A to Z. A to Z.
Did I hear an extension in any of that? Okay. And 1. Richie.
I said The Exorcist.
Chris.
The Poltergeist, the original.
Oh, my
Austin.
I don't think it's the Poltergeist. It's just Poltergeist.
And Steve.
Come on, give it to Chris. It's Poltergeist. He got it.
Yeah, I'm loose and lenient.
All right. Fair
Loose,
enough.
but
Should've got
Poltergeist.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also said the original because not to say the remake.
That's true.
That never happened. What are you talking about?
That didn't happen.
Your next movie. An inventor gives his son an odd little creature which multiplies into monsters which wreck the town.
I was like, what is that?
What do you got in? What do you got in there?
His dog.
What's he looking for?
I don't know. Yeah, he's looking for something.
He
I
likes
thought
to
he
play
was-
with my bed.
I
Is
thought
that where
Chris
you
was-
hide the dead bodies, Chris?
I thought he was sawing a board in half. That's what it sounded like.
All I will say, I kind of imagine maybe what
4, 3, 2, 1, and Chris
Gremlin. This should have been in a horror comedy thing.
and Austin.
Gremlins. We put Gremlins too, not Gremlins. On the whole.
Gremlins 2. That last half of that movie is
Yes.
the best. Steve
Gremlins.
and Richie.
Gremlin.
All right, clean sweep for Gremlins. Austin, Chris, and Steve perfect so far. Richie not far behind with 2. An innocent young man is dragged into a nightmare of murder in the remote desert by a crazed hitchhiker. really hope this doesn't go into a tiebreaker because I forgot to write tiebreakers.
As long as you don't do
5.
lower or higher.
4.
Richie,
3.
or Jacob, you just have to pull up your HBO Max and pull up some more movies until you get there.
That's probably what I'll end up doing. Pens down, Austin.
The Hitcher.
Steve.
The Hitcher.
Richie.
The Hitcher.
And Chris.
No, I fell for it. I said Hitchhiker.
The Hitcher.
It is the Hitcher. Yep.
Hitcher. Yeah.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
The babysitter hitchhiker.
I believe, number 5. A man awakens from a 5-year coma to find he's developed strange psychic powers in this thriller based on Stephen King's bestseller. It's funny, my Google Docs really wanted me to hyphenate 5-year, but I said, no, you're not going to tell me what to do.
Yeah. Don't be a bully, Google Docs.
Nobody likes a bully.
No, nobody likes a bully.
Man. All right.
Who said that? That wasn't me.
I didn't hear anything.
Exactly.
5, 4.
Extension.
No, you can read it.
It's called a Blue Chew, Richie.
A man awakens from a 5-year coma to find he's developed strange psychic powers in this thriller based on Stephen King's bestseller.
To be fair, I said extension, not not repeat. You know the repeat. It's all good. I can read.
Hey! Watch yourself.
Hey, he does what he wants.
I can take points away from you if I want.
Hey, he's got to kill the 15 seconds somehow. I'd read it again.
Yeah. I could always do this. Oh! Can you still read it, Richie?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Oh God.
5, 4,
I'm gonna get it anyway.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Now I will take it away for real. Steve, we are back to you.
Did this guy wake up from the coma because he forgot his watch? The Dead Zone?
Yeah.
Yes, the second Christopher Walken movie mentioned. Richie.
Yeah, I didn't get anything. It's a dead zone.
Chris.
I don't know. I had Dead Purcell hit the dead zone.
And Austin.
Great SNL sketch too, kind of a takeoff. The Dead Zone.
Yes, we have the Dead Zone.
Anthony Michael Hall played him in the TV show.
HBO Max was nice to you guys in this one because they give you the
Hey,
year.
Austin, Evil dies tonight.
Yeah, it does.
Excuse me. I got the burps all of a sudden. A diplomat and his wife begin to fear their young son is the Antichrist in this 1976 horror classic.
Thank you.
Say no more, fam.
On Mesa on Wolfman's channel, we're gonna do a drink along to Halloween ends or Halloween kills pretty soon. Every time they say Evil dies tonight or he kills somebody, we take a drink.
No thanks.
You're gonna die.
Don't they chant it like 18 times?
I know that part when they chant it in the hospital, we're gonna be dead.
I'll watch. I'll watch from afar.
Watch a lot.
1. Pens down. Richie.
The Omen.
Oh,
Chris.
thank you for mentioning the good one and not the crappy remake, The Omen.
Austin.
The Omen.
And Steve.
I said the remake had a better beheading, but The Omen.
Yes,
The original don't have Pete Postlethwaite. He's
Omen.
great.
Yes, sir.
This
And
one,
David Stolwitz as the journalist. In the remake.
Yeah.
this next one is probably also a softball for some.
Oh.
In October of 1994, 3 student filmmakers disappeared in the woods near Burkittsville, Maryland, while shooting a documentary. A year later, their footage was found.
Well, I mean, that is a synopsis.
I think you need to get in that tiebreaker there.
Yeah, you might want to get that ready.
Well, hold on. We've got 3 more, and then I will.
I know. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. You never know.
Never know.
You'll never know.
I'm assuming you're all in because, this is Chris.
The Blair Witch Project.
Austin.
The Blair Witch Project.
Steve,
Blair Witch Project.
Richie.
The Blair Witch Project.
Actually, I was looking for the Blair Witch Project 2.
No, that's called Book of Shadows.
That's a good Book of Shadows. Actually.
Blair Witch Project.
No, I was
Book of
looking for the
Shadows,
2015
colon,
remake,
Blair Witch
Blair
2. Blair Witch. Yes, just the remake, Blair Witch.
Your next movie. This is one I think I think some streaks might be coming to an end here.
We'll see.
Moving into an old house to be closer to their son's cancer treatments, a family soon learns the place is infested by sinister spirits.
That did sound familiar.
Yeah, streaks might be ending.
Five.
Extension.
4. You got it.
Actually, it's Bluetooth.
Blue Chew. Blue Chew, please. Shoot.
What is it?
Happening.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Chris.
I don't know. I said the Garage is the 2020 version of the Garage.
Austin.
I said the Amityville Horror.
Steve.
I said house.
Richie.
The Conjuring.
The correct answer is The Haunting in Connecticut.
Oh,
Remember it.
Almost watched it today.
I feel so bad now because I live in that thing.
So
I'm not mad. Not mad.
I'm a bigger fan of The Haunting in Connecticut 2 Atlanta or whatever the hell it's called, where it's a different city in the title. It's like,
You insult my state.
I swear to God, that's a real thing. Look it up.
I'll have to. Yeah, I didn't.
The Haunting in Connecticut 2, and it has like a different state or a different city in the title. It's
Wow.
bonkers.
Like Lost in Atlanta or whatever.
It's like The Last Exorcism Part 2, which doesn't make any sense either.
See how that
Well,
last game came to an end.
WWE had once in a lifetime twice.
I know,
so,
right?
you know.
Yeah, exactly. I'll look it up after this is over. I swear it's bonkers.
The ghosts of a happy couple enlist a bio-exorcist to evict the new owners of their former home.
Oh man.
Dude, if you in second place, Austin, you're winning this anyways.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, I mean, I don't know, maybe. I can't remember how it goes. We'll see. I know, but if we tie this round, we still have to do a tiebreaker.
No, but regardless, if I get
Oh, I
4,
know. No, I got you.
you beat me by 1 point because you scored really good in the second.
Right, right.
4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, and Austin.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Why did I do that?
Steve.
Beetlejuice.
Richie.
That's shameful. I should have got that. I said the others.
And Chris, don't say it. Just show your board.
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
No, you said it 3 times.
Oh, damn it.
That's why I said not
Put some in
to.
there.
All right. Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls.
Yes, the correct answer is Beetlejuice, and yes, we have a tie going into the final movie, so I might have to get a tiebreaker ready. A recently orphaned young boy is taken to England by his grandmother. At their hotel, he stumbles across a witches' convention plotting to rid the world of children.
I have so
Like-
many words I have for this movie. I don't know.
If you rid the world of children, then I guess repopulation isn't going to be a thing. I don't know.
Hmm.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Steve.
The Witches.
Richie.
God damn it! I said Children of the Corn.
Chris.
Bullshit, because the movie was removed for HBO Max to remake The Witches.
And Austin.
The Witches.
So we have a tie for first. So I have to come up with some tiebreakers. All right.
He's gonna pull a random
Lucky for
read
you.
the back. Yeah.
No, that's not gonna work. It's not the same thing. All right. I don't know why I didn't
It could go on.
but we do know Chris will be third and Richie, unfortunately, will get a last place finish.
Yeah.
But not with a terrible score either. He still got a really good score. But all right. I am prepared, guys. Don't worry.
I did pretty good in round 2 and 3, surprisingly.
I stuck in round 1 and round 2. Just completely stuck.
It's tough.
And that's what's going to do me in. That round 2 did me in. So that's what's going to happen.
I can't say I wasn't on Rotten Tomatoes looking up horror movies before this started to try to remember some of them. But I didn't know which ones he was going to bring up. He only brought up like 2 of the ones I saw, and even then I missed the Halloween one.
I'm surprised The Witches was on it. I know it would take off HBO Max, but I'm like that freaking bullshit.
Yeah.
Regardless, Austin's a winner at this point.
Even then, still, we'll see who wins the round. If Jacob can pull up something.
Cool.
Hey, me and Richie could play for fun, and let's see. Catch up. Okay, me and Richie keep playing. Richie catch up more than me. He could beat me out.
I guess so. Technically.
We should do another round.
Just do a whole another round.
Or we can do your 6 degrees thing real quick between me and Steve that you talked about, like if you have an overall tie.
Okay, yeah. Let's do that.
That's if you have we won't have an overall tie regardless of what this is, but you could do it to break this tie.
Right. So between Steve and Austin.
Okay.
Is
it who gets it in the least amount of connections?
No. So the way it works is I will start with an actor.
Okay.
And then you will name a movie that actor is in plus another actor or actress from that movie. We go back and forth until you can't name a movie that person is in, should we be even trickier and has to be a Halloween or horror movie? Or should we
you can't repeat like the same franchise or some shit like that? Like you can only take like one movie from a franchise?
Yeah, so you can't repeat a franchise, you can't repeat a movie.
Yeah.
Are we going normal movies here?
Yeah. We can do normal movies.
Okay.
Normal.
Jacob, do you want me to keep track of what they say so far?
Sure. And Richie, name an actor.
George Clooney.
Okay. Austin, I'm holding up a number. Is that number odd or even?
Even.
It's odd. Okay. So, Steve, would you like to go first, or would you like Austin to go first?
I will go first. Just remind me. Okay. So I would have to say George Clooney is in the movie of blank. And all right. So George Clooney is in Peacemaker, the Peacemaker with Nicole Kidman.
Okay. And then I say Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman is in blank with blank.
Okay. Is in Batman Forever with Val Kilmer.
And real quick before you move, if you are stumped and you don't think you can name another movie, you can always challenge the person that went before you to name another movie. And if they can't name another movie, then they're out.
I see.
All
So
right.
there is a challenge that you can play as well.
So you just said Val Kilmer, right?
Yes, correct.
Who was in Top Gun with Tom Cruise?
All right. And Tom Cruise was in, let's go with Mission Impossible with Ving Rhames.
Who was in Pulp Fiction with John Travolta?
John Travolta was in Look Who's Talking with Kirstie Alley.
Ooh.
Who was in Madhouse with John Larroquette?
John Larroquette was in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The original is the narrator with Gunnar Hansen.
Gunnar Hansen was in the Texas Chainsaw 3D.
With
With hold on.
But you can't use the same franchise. You got to pick another movie.
No, right. Forgot about the franchise.
oh right, yeah. Even I forgot. And I'm a terrible host sometimes. I was just listening.
I give up because he got me there, son of a bitch.
All right.
You gotta go obscure.
Sometimes you're just the worst, Austin.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You need to extend it, bro. You don't just kill it like after fifth.
You got to kill it quick. Put it out of its misery.
Not playing with you no more.
I'm sorry. Sorry. You can fact check that John Larroquette did the narration for the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I wouldn't. I just think of it as I don't think of it as the only challenge I have is he's the narrator. He wasn't really in the movie.
He's
the
narrator.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to pull semantics here.
Yeah.
Was it really Gunnar Hansen under that mask though?
Yes. In the original one, he was. Yes.
All right. With that, we do have a winner coming in with a total of 11 points from the 3 rounds. Austin is your winner. Steve right behind him with a total of 8 points. Chris with 6 and Richie with 5. Great game all around. This was a lot of fun. Austin, we'll go to you first. You are the winner for tonight. How are you feeling? Do you have anything you want to plug?
No, I'm feeling good. It's always a challenge when me and Mesa face off, as we found out a lot, recently. We always seem to come down to the wire with me and him. Richie always does well. He knows his stuff. He just blanks sometimes on his recall. I get it. And Chris sneakily knows a lot of stuff too. So yeah, this was fun. I'm glad to do horror stuff. Maybe I'll co-host with you one time, Jacob, and I'll write some questions, and you can put them on the board and I'll read them or something. You know what I mean? So I'd love to write some horror ones and get some other guys on. That'd be fun.
Absolutely.
So yeah, maybe we'll do that. But good times all around. This is fun. I like the Rotten Tomatoes round. That round is a lot of fun.
I don't like it at all.
Mason's not a fan. Mason's not a fan. Get rid of it. Change it.
Abolish.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is.
He's like, go back to movie release dates. That's what we want.
Yes.
I will tell you, these rounds aren't set in stone. This is just. It's going to be.
I like
rounds.
it because I like the bonus point aspect. I like that if it's within a couple, you never know. It could be the higher or low. I like it.
At all. Go back to movie release dates. Let this
Wait to Kevin Bacon.
let this float into the ether where it shall never be seen again.
Yes.
Hey, it's the Trivia Triathlon. There's just going to be 3 rounds. Maybe at some point, movie release dates could be a round option. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Just to be Kevin Bacon.
Though he'll make a lot of arguments because he'll be off by 1 year.
Be off by a week.
It literally was. Yeah, it was 8 days. Steve, we will go to you next. 8 points. It's nothing to sneeze at. The first game we did, Jordan won with 9 points. So you're towards the top as far as it's short-lived so far, but you've proven that. I mean, you took first place in the trivia, so
Right.
you proved that you were a good trivia mind. And who knows? Maybe you just go just spend some time on Rotten Tomatoes, and maybe that second round will get boosted. But
first place is always wrong.
First place finish and the second place finish in 2 rounds.
Well, and to be fair, Mesa, stuff like Halloween '78. If you look it up, if there had been Rotten Tomatoes around 1978, the critics hated that movie at the time. Roger Ebert was the only one who gave it a good review. Now it has like 95% or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
back then, it would have been like 50%. It would have been like
Yeah, I know. I read that the critics didn't
they did not like it.
Into it, but now with all the online outlets
Mm-hmm.
reviewing the shit out of the movie, it powers that up to like a high percentage now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed myself again. Fuck Gunnar Hansen. Fuck Rotten Tomatoes. No, I'm just kidding. Or am I? I'm not really sure at this point. It's almost midnight, so I'm delirious at this point. So don't blame me. No, I had fun. I really did have fun. He got me with Gunnar Hansen. Like I said, he ended it quickly. And like I said, Rotten Tomatoes can go rotten hell. So.
All right.
No hard feelings whatsoever.
Chris, you came in, you played, you got 6 points on the board. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Like I say, I do know my heart better than a lot of people think I do. Like, I have been watching a lot of hard lately, and I here to have fun. Like, hard not my biggest strength, but I here to have fun. I'm happy to get to play. I was really surprised how well I did at round 2 and 3. That surprising. Especially because I do pay attention to Rotten Tomato at the time.
Richie, last place finish, but first place in our hearts. How are you feeling?
I'm all right. My strengths is where I did, my strengths for a reason. I did well at Rotten Tomatoes, and is there anyone that gets hit that release date question, right? So yeah, I know my release date to my Rotten Tomatoes. Like it was just like maybe I should do like a Full Metal random just on Rotten Tomatoes, and I'll probably do pretty well. No, this was really fun, man. You can keep doing it. I'll always be down to do this. This is a lot of fun. So yeah.
Awesome. Hopefully, like I said, this could be a weekly thing. So if you're in the Schmodown Friends and Family Facebook group, just watch out for the posts. They're not always going to be themed like this. I just figured we'd do this one for the month of October. Halloween's coming up. But so some of them will just be general. Some of them could have themes, though. So if you've got any ideas, let me know. I'm always willing to listen to ideas and bounce off people.
Yeah, but definitely consider me an active participant, because I definitely would like to be a weekly, be the Charles Grodin, or not the Charles Grodin, just the Charo of Trivia Triathlon.
You're like a match game, like Charles Nelson Riley. He was like always around. You know what I mean? Like with the glasses and shit. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so join us for this. Tournament fights and tier ranker fights should be making their return very soon. I don't know what the next one is, but
Stephen King one, right?
I think we got one on Friday, for Stephen King adaptations. So I put together that list. There's literally just enough to make 64. Nice. Just enough. Like you have to include, the TV stuff and all that, but there's just enough to make 64. Yes.
Yeah. So a lot of horror and Halloween stuff coming your way for the month of October. So get ready for that, and join us hopefully next Monday for another Trivia Triathlon. So for your winner, Austin, for Steve, for Chris, for Richie, I am Jacob, and I don't know how to end this, so I'm just going to